Hey guys, so you might have seen me not posting any videos in the past few months, and the main reason for that is because I stopped running my consulting business, my 500k a year consulting business, and this might all means like after close to 1 month decision. And the reason for doing that is not really because I couldn't earn money, it's not because AI is stealing my job, not because of all this crap reasons. It's more towards my mentor Melvin So asked me last year or the beginning of this year whether we want to kind of partner up, and I thought about it for a month and weighs the pros, the cons. Is based on my experience with partnerships hasn't been the greatest so far in the last 8 years of my experience in entrepreneurship. All the businesses I've ran have been with partners, and they didn't really run very well except for a few selected ones. And nowadays I'm more wary about partnering even if I have relationship with them, right? So I went through the really thought process on actually how to really choose the right partner, and today I'm going to share with you why exactly I chose to do so, right? So I have a very, very comfortable kind of business. Maybe I could say like anywhere from 4 to 10 hours a week running the 500k a year business, and it was a great business, right? All I had to do was actually record more videos, really streamline a lot more things, and actually scale it up if I wanted to, and actually spend my time with my clients majority of the time, right? That was an entirely of the goal for the business that I kind of stopped, right? My growth squared, kind of ever grow flywheel kind of thing. I'm not saying it doesn't work, it still works. It's just that the opportunity came when my mentor Melvin actually came to me and asked me whether I want to partner, and that really stopped me in my tracks, because at the start of 2025, it was New Year. I didn't really know, hey, do I really want to scale this? Do I want to keep comfortable where I'm at? Am I comfortable where I'm at? And I gotta say, after leaving the agency for the past like 4 years, I realized I was like kind of like slowing. It wasn't really pushing, right? I think today I heard somebody use the word push, right? We need that culture, need hustle, need that push, and I feel like I'm in my pushing season right now. And very much, if I don't take advantage of this, if I don't push together with Melvin, it will never happen, right? And I decided to take the leap of faith, right? Before, honestly, it's not only a leap of faith. I understand what I'm going into. Melvin's a great partner, right? He has a lot of integrity. I really love working with him and love throwing ideas around, kind of like discussing stuff with him. And the only thing that for me, for partnerships, is very much about first thing, do they have honesty? Do they have integrity, right? Definitely he has. He's been my mentor. He has the skills and expertise as well, right? The other thing will be very much does our skill complements, and it does, right? And the last thing is, does he have the energy and the drive, right? I think what it calls is like season as well. Is he in the right season with me? And very much he's also in a push season right now. And then I think that was the beauty of this partnership. I still sat on it for a month, right? I felt I was right, but like I sat on it a month because I didn't want to jump into things just based on emotions. I want to sit on it and really think through before I actually jump into things. And after working for around, like I would say 4 or 5 months with him, I think like this is the 5th month. Everything may seem chaotic at first, as all startup is, but like we're doing well, right? And I'm very glad to have him as a partner. And yeah, this is very much my thought process for selecting a good partner. Now, going back, right? The decision, very much the pros is obviously we can scale this business much higher. He can bring in and we can go international, and that's what I really, really want. Work with more clients, and very much I can learn how to be a better fulfillment in terms of coach, better person as well from him. And with him as a partner, we can really push the business beyond a certain level that I thought I could on my own, right? And that's very much I do believe in having a great team members, having great partnerships, and I always believe having a bigger team, it's easier to scale the business as well, right? So I mean, you go together. If you go alone, only can go so far. But after all the bad experience, I kind of feel like you need to really dial in and find the right person and the right skill set. And also with AI right now, you don't need so many people. So this is another concern that I had at a point of time. Yeah. So backtracking is just all my partnerships in the past. I wouldn't say they were like horrendously bad. I would just say it wasn't based on this logical decision, right? The first thing is integrity and honesty. Most of the partnership I had, I jumped in straight away. I didn't really thought through, didn't really get to know them, didn't do any test projects, and it was a really bad idea. So like if you are deciding on a partner, please don't do that. Please at least go through a test project. Don't have equity in a name, and then you have all the legal problems that you're gonna have next time, right? This is the first thing that I want to do. So you can't really tell a person's honesty and integrity until, right, everything goes to shit, or everything goes too well, right? It's either one of the extremes that typically happen. And I've seen Melvin business at the start when he told us story. I also seen him at his prime, which is when he was earning so much money. And I can tell you that he is a man of integrity. So that is like number one thing that is on my mind. Now the second one is really much about skill sets. So when I was in an agency, I had 5 partners, and I really didn't understand what skill sets people bring into the board, right? They can say sales, right? Both of them, 2 people bring sales, but none of them are really doing as much sales as me. I'm not saying they aren't good. Like I sell more than them, and I always need to be in a sales conversation to sell, and that like typically is a waste of my time if I bringing them on for sales. So skill sets like synergy is very important. Both of us can be good in marketing, but we can be in good difference in marketing, right? Let's just say I'm more technical, he's more big picture. I think that's fine. Or like he's more visionary, and like you need different types of founders in your business itself. I think like think of like a software company or e-commerce company. You need a product guy, you need like a marketing guy, you need like an operations guy, right? Sometimes you can kind of be both, or even hire people to do so. But for me, besides all this, there are types of people that are more important, right? What I call them is visionaries, right? And the other person is the one that can get shit done. Basically, you can execute in terms of the vision and really help push the companies, be your ops, marketing, whatever it may be, right? So rather than in skill set, I also think in terms of like identity of the entrepreneur. And a few of the people that I work with, they are very good, they're very well-to-do, have very great companies. A lot of them have a visionary, and for me myself, if I were to do my business, I'm a visionary, but not in that sense. I don't push things to the boundaries. I'm more of like very good at actually doing a lot of the stuff and actually supporting. So I realized that I'm not saying I won't do content, right? And I realized I can articulate differently. I attract different people as well. So I think it's a very good synergist with Melvin. But for the agency previously, we had 5 partners. 2 were doing sales, 3 I don't know what I was doing, marketing. I think my other partner Ethan was doing marketing, and then another partner was doing marketing. So it then became 4, and then 2 sales, 2 marketing. It was a bit weird. And then after that, I branched out to a YouTube site. And the reason why I left is just that there wasn't a visionary. Everything was meant to do for money. Now it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just that with vision and like pushing the company in a certain direction, money will generally follow, right? And if it's about money, also as well, at a point in time, I wasn't really earning a lot as I was 4 co-founders. So yeah, the company is doing great, but we weren't earning as much, and that was another main problem, right? Then the answer was always at a point in time, sell more, and they had a responsibility of selling, and it wasn't really done a good job, right? So that's the reason why I left as well. Right. The third thing is very much about the energy and the season, right? So if your partner is a family guy right now, he brings his wife on holidays, doesn't mean that he's not energetically inclined to push, or like he's in a hustle mode or push season. It's just more that he has different responsibilities, right? But what I mean by energy in that point of time is very much, is he like dedicated to really getting this on track or pushing beyond certain boundaries? I think Melvin had partners, I had partners that were like, yeah, they say they were going to do it, but they didn't really push through. They didn't really go through the motion. They didn't really push beyond certain limits, or like certain, like when they say they were going to do it, they didn't do it. Those aren't partners in the right season. Those aren't partners that you want as well, right? So these are the few key traits. So these are 3 things that I think are very much important in partnerships. And I feel Melvin and me kind of align in there. And this is just my opinion and my perspective. He being a mentor of me has taught me a lot, and I really respect him. And really, yeah, in terms of partnership wise, it was a surprise at first, right? But yeah, but also like I think we can really push this very far, right? So yeah, if you guys are actually interested in seeing what we do right now, we have a class called we have a webinar and a class called Market Leaders. If you want to see exactly what we do, we can come for the webinar, see exactly what we do, and if you decide to join us, yeah, feel free to join us in our workshop as well. So yeah, carrying back on, this is like my thoughts on the partnership and why I essentially killed my other business or ramped down the other business. And yeah, it's like in marketing, everything changes very, very fast as well, right? With AI, with all these things, very much if you're not into all this stuff, you won't really be the forefront. And I pride myself to be one of the forefronts in this, and we'll be always learning, always trying to help our clients in every one of these areas as well, right? So yeah, so if you like this content, let me know what else would you like me to talk more about. Yeah, so I'll see you in the next video.